I always talk to the guys about how relationships are like marketing. Dating's like marketing. Who's your niche? Who's the woman you actually truly want to be with? What's the message you need to then communicate to that niche or to that type of woman? And who do you need to be to then attract that type of woman? Usually what we would do in the actual masterminds, we have times like this where it's just an open floor Q&A. You have a problem, we solve it. And that's really an opportunity to dive a lot deeper, because what you'll realize when you start to work closely together, your problem is their problem as well. And when you watch someone actually have their problem solved in an interactive experience like this, you'll go, that's relevant for me. That's how I can see that help me in my business. So I wanted to take the next hour, it's just us in here, and it's an open floor. So there's a lot I'm going to be covering off on that is going to be business, product offerings, marketing, sales, a few things like that for everyone. But for you guys, this is an opportunity to ask anything that you would want specifically when we don't have to think about anyone else in the room. So we can use the boards, we can have open dialogue, we can talk amongst one another, but I wanted to give you guys that opportunity this morning. So, what do you want to know?
I want to know why I failed in my previous relationship.
Big question, a lot of context required for that. Why do you think you failed for that relationship?
I think...
On reflection of yesterday?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was doing a lot of the negatives of meeting needs in a negative way, rather than positive.
Mm-hmm.
Created a cycle of breakups, getting back together, breakups.
Yep. So let me ask you a question now, because that sounds like you already know why you fucked up.
Not really, but... Yeah.
Well, you just outlined why you think you failed. Well, why the relationship failed, right? You weren't meeting their needs in a healthy way. You're going in and out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So is there a different question you'd like to ask, which is, I don't know why my relationship failed, because you just told me you know why? What would be a more empowering question to ask for you for the future?
How do I improve?
How do you improve? Well, you started doing that yesterday, which is to understand how you're meeting their needs in a negative way. You understand now how to elicit your own values and to communicate that with your next partner and how you need them met. So that's first being aware of the situation and then bridging that gap from where you were previous in the last relationship to where you truly want to be. We would need to come up with a identity creation portion, which we're going to do today. But for you to also know what is your ideal partner from heaven and your ideal partner from hell. If you know the traits, the attributes, the feelings, the emotions, what it looks like, what it feels like, what the experience is like, from the morning, the moment you wake up to then when you go to sleep, and you can visualize that and experience that in here, and you know both the negative hell and the positive as the heaven island, or the relationship, you know exactly what you're looking for. Seek and you shall find. If you walk out there and you are then in lust all the time because you get a chemical hit of like, ooh, this feels good, she's pretty, and then we have that attraction portion of the 5 stresses when you then lose that initial attraction, and the 4th one is then the physical attraction, and the last one is the story of incompatibility. We need to know what it is that you're actually looking for, which is very similar to business with, well, who's your ideal client? Who's your target market? If you don't know the intricacies of that, then all of your content, when you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. And there's a big difference going to be sharing when it comes to traffic, and then when it actually comes to lead generation, there's a difference between awareness and actual direct response marketing. Same with relationships. If you're then wanting just to try and find everyone, then you're not really going to find the one that you're wanting for the time, where you're at in the timeline of your life. Very similar. I always talk to the guys about how relationships are like marketing. Dating's like marketing. Who's your niche? Who's the woman you actually truly want to be with? What's the message you need to then communicate to that niche or to that type of woman? And who do you need to be to then attract that type of woman? And what is your free offer? It'd be your free offer would be you talking and engaging in a free consult or a online webinar of your Instagram of what you show. And then when you then have your core product, which would then be your first date, then you're either going to go into a high ticket where they get laid or a subscription in a relationship. Weird, right? Full product empire works in a relationship as well. But when you first look at the axiomatic principles of marketing and selling, it's the same for relationships. You're still needing to market you as the man, and you're still needing to sell you as the prize or as the offer. But if you don't know who you actually want to sell it to, it's really hard, because then when you then get into a relationship because you felt good, and then you then look back and go, this isn't what I want, then there's a 1 foot in, 1 foot out the door. So we need to get clear on who it is that you want.
Yep.
But more importantly, who it is that you need to be to then attract that person that you truly want.
Yep.
And it's going to change over time. It always will. But if you're in that single time of your life, then it's get clear on who you are, get dialed in on your mind, your body, your business, your ability to lead in a relationship, and then you'll be able to then become the one that attracts the person that you want.